Welcome to Ground Level. I'm Willard Thiessen. Ground Level takes you behind the headlines and explores the stories that affect our lives. But Ground Level goes one step further. It brings a unique Jewish perspective to the forefront. In today's program, we're honored to have Arie Lavy. He is a former prisoner of war. Arie was captured while fighting in war, and he is now here to talk about his amazing story of survival and a desire to live. We'll meet Arie when we return right after this break. I'm delighted to introduce you to Arie Lavy. Arie, welcome to Ground Level.
Thank you very much.
We're in Winnipeg. This has been your home for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
You immigrated from Israel
Yes.
after the war in '73?
We came to Canada to study in the University of actually Waterloo in '76 or '77.
In '76?
Yeah, me and my wife, and we somehow end up in Winnipeg.
Now you did not leave Israel expecting to live in Winnipeg, did you?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think it was all some kind of a fluke. Somebody we met in Montreal when we studied there offered my wife a teaching position in the Jewish community here, and it was basically middle of the summer on my way to Israel, and we looked at each other and said, what can be so bad? Winnipeg, yeah, and I said, it's cold. I said, it's not that cold. We had no clue where it is. So we hitchhiked to Winnipeg.
No, really?
Yeah, we were like students, like we came as students to Canada, and end up in Winnipeg, and we like it.
And you've been here literally since '76?
Yeah. My wife is a teacher. I work as a computer consultant, and we love it here.
Well, that's incredible.
Right.
And the story doesn't end there. We'll get on to that. But I want to start off with the story about your life as a prisoner of war, and when that took place, how it took place, and the process. So, where does it start? Were you in the reserve, or were you in the?
No, I was a regular army service. Actually, it was at the end. Toward the end of my regular army service.
You do, what do you do, 2 or 3 years?
3 years as a male in Israel. So it was about 2.5 years into my army service. I was actually on study vacation just before Yom Kippur in 1973, and I got called for my unit. If I remember correctly, it was like on a Thursday. Yom Kippur was Friday night. Mm-hmm. So on Thursday, my unit called me and said, well, sorry, but there is some situation developing in the south. We need you and your group to go down to the Suez Canal. And I said, well, Yom Kippur is coming. Nobody is moving. I said, no, this is serious. We have some intelligence that war might start. So we say, goodbye to the parents of my then girlfriend, which is my wife now, and we drove down to the Suez Canal.
Now, you talk about you and your unit.
My unit, we were 6 soldiers for my unit. 6
soldiers?
Yeah.
So you get into a vehicle and you travel down?
Yes. It's sort of like hard to imagine, but yes. Our unit was in charge of special devices that were built on the Suez Canal to set up the Suez Canal on fire in certain places. Sort of more like a make-believe, but it was real. Through the whole Suez Canal, we had pretend devices, but 2 of them were actually real, and we had to go and activate them or prepare those devices to be activated.
Okay, so that on command they could be...
Yeah, they will have the High Command in Israel will give the order usually when imminent war starts or when the Egyptian would attempt to cross the Suez Canal. If we were fortunate enough and they would cross where we have one of those devices, you release the chemicals, whatever, and an amazing fire.
Creates an amazing...
it's just the most unbelievable awe. Like you are in a total awe. It's about 150 meter high of flames, and then hundreds of meters above that, like black clouds, smoke.
So it's pretty impressive.
It's impressive. That's no doubt about that.
It may not do any damage, but it's very impressive.
Very impressive. You do it at night. It's It multiplied the effect. So our units were sent to just activate these devices and or prepare them for activation. Now, we knew the moment that we were sent to do that, that war is like 100%. It's starting.
Okay, it's a sure.
It's a sure thing. They will
you don't know when, but it's coming.
It's coming. They will not send us to do it unless the war will come.
Okay.
The fortunate part was that it's Yom Kippur. And Yom Kippur, if you ever been in Israel in Yom Kippur, the silence and the quiet, it's amazing.
Well, everything stops. No engines are running, right?
No. It's a total hiss. It's quiet, like the hiss of life disintegrate. It's not there for you. But suddenly we were basically one of the only cars on the road on Yom Kippur, which is really an eerie situation because you drive and everybody said, what are they doing? And we were driving a civilian car.
Right, so you weren't driving a Jeep or something like that?
No, we were totally
And were you in
civil.
uniform?
No, we were on civilian clothes because that's how we conduct our business in that time for that particular unit. So we drive out and people were screaming, what is this, driving on Yom Kippur.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be on the road. You're not
and
observing
you can't say
what's
anything.
going on.
That's right. So
and you couldn't say anything.
Oh no, you say nothing. You just go. And we reached the middle of the Sinai. There was the Israeli headquarters of the south. We were supposed to meet people, and that was Saturday morning of Yom Kippur. So you reach the headquarters of the Israeli Southern Command when basically everybody's sleeping. Now, we had instruction that war will start at about 6 o'clock that night. Now, we are there early in the morning and nobody knows anything. So we try to figure out what's going on, try to give some instruction. We met some officers and we told them, we're not sure what your level of knowledge is, but war is coming. So, you
better be ready.
Better prepare because we are going to the Suez Canal. So our unit split. 3 of us went down to the Suez Canal, another 3 went to another location. And they never became POW. We arrived to the Suez Canal line at 1:45 or 1.
In the afternoon, so this is about 5 hours, 6 hours later.
That's right, 1:45. Yeah, because it's quite far. It's just a few 200 kilometers down or more.
Sure.
And we actually made a very cardinal scene in our thought or our head. We stopped at about noon with a bunch of Israeli reservist units, and they offered us breakfast. And we said, it's Yom Kippur, we shouldn't eat. But on the other hand, we are driving already, so we said, if we are driving,
we've already made a mistake.
So we'll eat. So we spent some time with them, and we had a little breakfast, and we kept on going to the Suez Canal. We arrived to the strong point. We met the commander. We had to sort of go out to our device to prepare. That was about 1:30 in the afternoon. The war started at 2. We thought it started at 6. So we still had time. We in our head, we still had time. So you have to think about it. 3, as I call it, little Israelis, half dressed in uniform, half in civilian.
In fatigues, or whatever. You relax.
Walk around 3 kilometers outside of our strong point. And then we hear an Israeli vehicle, an armored personnel carrier drives by. It doesn't even slow down. The soldiers up there were screaming, jump, jump, we'll take you into the strong point, because we were about 3 kilometers outside. You don't know what happened, but there is faith start to roll in, and things happen without, it's totally unconscious.